Hi guys, and thanks for joining us for another episode of the Film Thingy podcast. Really excited about today's episode.
He's John.
And he's Matt. Matt, what film were you looking at today?
We're going to be looking at a film thingy, one of your favourite films, I believe.
Yeah, one of my favourite films of all time.
I don't know how I intro this, we harmonise on this one like we normally do, but we'll give it a go.
Alien!
Alien.
Just
Alien.
Alien.
Well, sci-fi fans, horror fans,
70s fans?
70s fans, just early 80s if you want to call it that.
It's not 70s, but
impossible. It's released in the late 70s. Late 70s
79.
fans, filmed in
space.
Late 70s, filmed in space. Space fans, sci-fi fans, Alien fans. That's
Sigourney
a clue.
Weaver fans.
Sigourney Weaver fans.
Ridley Scott fans.
John Hurt fans.
Ian Holm fans.
Some of the other cast fans.
Veronica Cartwright.
If you're a fan of if you're a huge Veronica Cartwright fan, you've downloaded the right podcast. Do you download it? Do you stream it? It's up to you. It's your business. We're not in the plot or business. We're not in the business of asking where you stream or download.
We're not in the business of talking any sense by the sounds of it.
We're not in the business of talking sense. Just crack on with the podcast. It's Alien.
I'm excited.
Because you like the film so much.
I like the film so much and I don't know what you're going to ask me either.
Crack on with the questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll stick to some of the standards. Plot in 10 words.
Crew in space, awoken by distress signal.
That's literally the first 20 minutes, so you've got a lot of plot to cover. Find Anne.
No, let me do it. Let me do it.
No.
Okay.
Crew in space.
I'm going to start again. Crew in space. Crew in space. Find SOS signal.
Page?
This is really fucking hard. I literally explained the plot to someone in a sentence earlier, and I can't remember how I did it. Crew in space find distress signal, and shit goes down.
Wow, that's good.
I mean, alien's in the title, so if you can't get the clue from that, you don't need me to tell you in 10 words there's an alien.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, unless you put it on not knowing what it is.
Yeah, if you find a blank VHS.
And if you're watching VHSs now, then kudos, in my opinion.
Really? What, to go back to a worse format than a...
No, I mean to have a machine that will actually play it.
I mean, serial killers, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Should we go with the next question? Review it in 10 words.
Atmospheric, jumpy. Did a lot for sci-fi and horror.
I think that's pretty much it. I think you're
I'm on a
I'm not sure.
franchises going forward.
That definitely was 11 words.
Whatever. My point is that it blew the door open for sci-fi and horror to be recognised as good film, good cinema.
Good stuff. John's just going to remove himself from the back end of Alien, and then we can get on the rest of these questions. We've got to just take a break because John's
sweating.
John's sweating and standing to attention right now. It's off-putting for the podcast.
I'm not even holding this can of Coke that I'm drinking.
Absolutely, that's rats. Favourite character, not Ripley.
Favourite character, not Ripley. I like Ash.
Fair. You can tell something's a bit off.
You can tell something's a bit off from the start, but I think initially it's just a bit of a job's worth.
What's your favourite line from the film?
Matt, this is possibly an obvious one because this film is not riddled with one-liners. Actually,
no, it's not.
It's quite hard to choose. So this one is probably an obvious one.
A lot of the dialogue is quite real.
Yeah,
it's not with Hollywood, is it?
It's not. No,
character driven. Really.
And my favourite is probably the most Hollywood line in the film. Actually, when she gets in the little capsule or the small ship at the end and escapes from and blows the Nostromo, perceivably with the alien on board, and she's just out. She's got her eyes shut, and she just says, "I got you, son of a bitch."
Practical effects or CGI?
Practical.
Why?
I think I'm just a bit old-fashioned in the way I like the way that things are shot like that.
Who would win in a fist fight between Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor?
That's hard. Sarah Connor from which film?
T2. Alien Ripley versus T2 Sarah Connor. Fist fight, I'm talking.
Fist
no
fight.
weapons.
Okay. Ripley.
You think?
Ripley. Yeah.
Quick fire? Leave it at that?
Yeah, that's the only one that is quick fire.
If an alien got into your house, could you beat it?
Beat it as in kill it?
Beat it as in it's, no longer a threat. I guess you'd have to... I think you'd probably have to kill it. You can tame it.
I mean, I think, in truth, my initial...
Perfect organism.
Makes it a tough son of a bitch, doesn't it? Especially, even when I'm after it. I've got a baseball bat in the house. I've got some daggers. I can hunt
Daggers?
it. Small daggers. I don't know, like, probably what you cut your post open with or something. Don't know what they're called.
Kitchen knives? No?
Serrated bread knife. Yeah, that's what I open my post with.
If it got into your house, bear in mind, I'm not saying it's on your land. I'm saying it's in the house.
Are you what age is it? Is it just come out of the chest? Is it a face hugger?
Full xenomorph.
Oh, so it's fully grown.
Fully grown adult. Is that adult stage? Is that what you'd call it?
I would say so. So it's fully grown. Yeah, I'd beat it.
How?
What does it matter?
It's quick fire.
I'd improvise. I've got an iron.
Shall we do the thingy now?
Yeah, let's do the thingy.
So, interesting. This is your favourite film? Or one of your favourite films? One of my
favourite films.
But you do still have a film thingy for it.
I do.
Do you want to reveal all?
If you pay particular attention to the opening scenes, bear in mind, this is a very tightly made film. So I had to do a bit of research on this. I had to make sure that I was right before I tarnish my memory of the film and Ridley Scott's good work. And it's worth, as we always caveat, is we only really cover films on this podcast that we actually like.
Yeah.
We don't dig out films or filmmakers or anyone's good work. So the opening scenes, you see the Nostromo, you get the little flash on the screen of the crew number, what it's called, etc. We're kind of led through the ship. It's all quite atmospheric. It's a bit creepy, but interesting. We see the sleeping pods open. The crew, John Hurt, is first up. You don't know where I'm going with this, do you?
Absolutely not, no.
Good, okay. The next scene, they're eating lunch or breakfast, whatever it is. They've got lots of dry food, haven't they?
Yeah, they're
in their little... Yeah, it looks awful, but they're all having a great time.
Yeah.
Just waking up. And you'll notice that there is Jonesy, the cat, on the table.
Right.
So... It didn't come out of a sleeping pod and everyone on the ship has been asleep. Who's been feeding the cat? They've been travelling from their mission for months asleep. They get woken up, they get woken up by Mother for the distress signal, which is halfway home.
Yeah.
So they've got another at least a couple of months what they've actually missed out on.
Yeah.
Because it's been intercepted. So are you telling me that Jonesy the cat can go at least 4 months minimum on a ship without being fed?
Do we not see Jonesy being carried out of a sleep pod?
Don't come out of the pod.
And at the risk of explaining this away with a very simple answer, is Ash ostensibly in a pod, even though he doesn't?
Ash is in the pod. Ash is. This is why it's good. It's a good reveal that Ash is an android, because Ash is in the pod next to John Hare. He's the second out.
The issue is that even if we pretend that Ash has been getting into the pods when they all get into the pods, and then quickly running back into the pod, and then getting out, and then quickly running back in before they all get up, and doing the full like pretending, the crew would also surely think, how's that cat been kept alive?
Exactly. Why does no one care that the cat's... Does it need feeding?
Does it even an android?
This is the question. Why hasn't it been fed, or why does it not need feeding?
So the only alternative is it's not a real humanoid. It's not a humanoid. It's not a real feline.
What if it's just very intelligent?
How intelligent?
What if it wasn't Ash? What if it wasn't Mother? What if Jonesy the cat is the one that's woken him up for the SOS? The SOS. Because he's just fucking hungry, isn't he?
Because
he didn't know there's aliens there. He just wants feeding.
What? He's gone 4 months without.
Well, he must have been. At least 2 months either way.
It's got to be. There's got to be more to it than that. So, my instinct is that this is a telepathic cat.
Okay. Was it telekinesing? That's not the word.
Telepathy.
Telepathy
is reading minds, right?
I believe so.
telekinesis
It's
is moving shit
things.
around.
Yeah.
I think he's got a mixture of all of it. So what they don't show you from the very first scene just is that he's just using his mind to open a can of tuna.
It's not even ring pull.
No, he's got
the canner out as well.
Really awkward as well, because he's got them shit tin openers that don't work properly.
Yeah, and he's getting real pissed off.
And he's getting real annoyed. So then eventually he has to find a penknife and he uses that instead. It's got a jagged edge on it. So you cut your hands
Cuts to, and he's just, with his mind, slamming this tuna tin against the wall out of stress.
45 minutes of cut footage of this cat trying to open it to the tuna with its mind.
Doesn't even bother with his teeth.
Is it as intelligent as a normal cat, or is it more intelligent than a normal house cat?
Here's another observation. I'm not saying they're linked. I'm not saying the cat is evil, but most cats are.
Literally hot off the presses. I have for the audience. I have a 3-legged cat. His name is Frank, who is not allowed out of the house because he's got 3 legs and it might be a bit of a risk outside.
Yeah,
we live near a busy road. However, we let him out this summer, and he enjoyed being out so much that now anytime we open a door or window, he just bolts for it. To the point where today, my wife was just leaving the bathroom. I'd left the toilet seat opened the door to the bathroom. The cat jumped in, tried to jump on the toilet seat, fell through what wasn't there. The toilet seat wasn't there.
It was
straight into the butt.
Maybe he opened it. But it's only toilet seats. You can't do doors or windows.
He can only do toilet seats, and for some reason he wanted to be in the water.
The water is unusual.
Wife had to shower him off, and then dry him down.
Make him more wet.
Which made him furious. But obviously it was less
pooey
shit water.
Yeah, backwash.
But here's the cat being evil aspect of it. My wife is convinced that later in the day she'd left her phone on the side, and he had jumped up on the side and just knocked it off. Down behind a cabinet so that she just couldn't find it.
Out of reach.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank.
Out of reach and out of spite.
Yeah.
So it plays into your cats are evil theory.
I'm not going to say they all are, but I've met some nasty bastards in my time.
More so than dogs.
Yeah. If you look at the chain of events, when they get back on the Nostromo, they've been to the wreckage, John Hurt's got an alien being planted inside him. Jonesy, once the chest burster comes out and kind of does one onto the ship, and they're looking for the ship. Parker's pal, what's he called again? The one who always wears the baseball cap. Brett. Okay. They've made 2 teams. They go looking. Just before Brett dies, who do they find?
Jonesy.
Jonesy then runs off into the hangar bay. Brett goes to find him. What's in the hangar bay waiting for Brett? A big old fucking xenomorph. Is he just pissed off he ain't being fed? You're not going to feed me for months, so you're getting eaten. Is that
Right. So, Jonesy the cat, he's having a whale of a time with all these space people. This crew.
Space cat.
He's like, this is great. They're out doing their business. The cat's quite happy. They're all out and about. They're having a laugh. The cat's like, this is great. I'm getting little head scratches. I'm getting, tummy rubs. I'm getting
little bits of dry food lying around all the time.
Scattered about. Yeah. Treats, tin of tuna, little mouse toys, all that.
Like, I don't have to open any of it myself.
There's 7 people. There's a lot of affection going around. Jonesy at this point.
Yeah.
And then they all go, bye. See you later. Off we go. We're gonna go and get in the sleep pods now. We'll see you soon. Good kitty. And then cats can't really tell time, can they? Like animals don't really know how long things have been.
And they can't really say, no, wait, what about me? Tuna, food, sleep?
Well, this cat supposedly can because it's got telepathy.
Yeah, but if the other person hasn't got telepathy, can they still talk to them?
A bit useless if you've got telepathy, but it
is a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, I've never thought
telepathy. How would you even know you've got it?
That's we're all telepathic.
I've got telepathy. Just nobody else has, so they can't understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking to the audience now through telepathy. So no one understands because they ain't got it. What happens is that they leave him a huge mound of kibble, a huge mound of dry cat food, biscuits, which they don't like. They like wet food, and maybe there's some running water somewhere on the ship. So they leave him a massive pile of kibble. They're leaving a fresh water source. It's been months that he's been going back to the kibble back to the water, and he's got nothing going on. So it's at that point that he makes a decision, fuck this ship over. This is the space equivalent of knocking a vase off the cabinet. So, here's the theory. The distress signal is orchestrated in some way by Ash and Mother. That's fine. What happens is that the xenomorph appears and Jonesy thinks, well, this is my opportunity now to get back at him.
Yeah.
It plays
I'm
directly
starving.
into his pause. I'm starving. They haven't given me any affection. They've been fucked off for God knows how long. So I need to, retaliate in some way. There's an alien on board this ship that looks pretty deadly.
And hungry.
Maybe I'll just let it. Maybe I'll see how that. Don't feed me. I'll feed you to something else. Then. So it spends.
Don't feed me. I'm going to feed you to something.
Jonesy confronts the alien at one point. The alien looks at it and it hisses at. Right.
That's when Brett dies in the hangar.
Is it speaking to the alien?
Maybe he's going, kill him. Kill Brett. Kill Brett.
So Jonesy has made a mutual agreement with the alien at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what's kind of happened in the background because once the chest burst just come out with John Hare and gone AWOL, it's big. It's the size of a cat, effectively. They could have been
friends.
Could have been mates. Yeah.
So they're both hungry. That's what
Both
they've got in
fucking
common.
hungry.
These cats. This cat and cat adjacent animal.
Yeah.
Have got a lot in common. They're
Yeah.
hungry. They're the same sort of size.
Very temporarily.
Temporarily.
Yeah. But by then, Jones has already got his claws in, no pun intended, and kind of set the chest burster on his way. He calls him X, doesn't he? He goes xenomorph, and he goes, that's a bit of a mouthful. Especially when I'm hungry. Yeah. Especially
Not
for
for a cat that can't speak.
So he calls him X in his head. Doesn't say it out loud.
Sorry. The cats can't speak. Xenomorphs can't
No,
speak.
it'd be stupid.
But the cat is telepathic. But the problem is that the problem that we're facing is the cat is telepathic.
But the chest burster isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's he
So
going
you
to
can't understand it.
Can't understand what he's saying.
Because he's not also telepathic. As well as telepathy in general, you must both be telepathic.
That's it.
As we've established.
Yeah, so they're just chilling. They're down the fast lane of the air ducts, aren't they, temporarily?
Yeah,
and then
Jones is sort of showing him round. It's a bit like Oliver and Company, isn't it?
And all of a sudden, the chest burster just gets really big. It gets wedged, just fully gets wedged in an air duct.
And Jones is like, I'm out.
I'm out. I don't know what to do about this.
You're way bigger than what you were a minute ago.
Yeah, you're not a cat. It goes, you're not a cat.
It goes, in his head,
He's thinking, he can't hear me, he's not telepathic. But he's not a cat. You're not a cat.
Wait a minute, you're not a cat after all. And then he's like, he's not bothered about me, he wants to eat people. Plan forms. I could lure more people into this environment.
So is he now trying to protect... Is Jonesy trying to protect himself by luring other people to it then?
No, he's trying to fuck people off because he's been
starved.
Lure people in. Come on, I'm over here, everything's alright, this is a safe environment, a safe place. JK, there's a xenomorph hanging about.
But also, at the end of the film, when Ripley's trying to blow the ship up, who distracts her? Fucking Jonesy goes missing again. Lambert and Parker are getting some supplies, and that's a really good death scene, by the way. Lambert and Parker together dying. Because Lambert just freezes up, and you've just got the light shining through that tunnel, and you just see the silhouette of it going towards her, and you think, oh, you're fucked. She just don't move. She just fully freezes up, and she's just going, ah, God, ah. What you can't see is Jonesy's actually got hold of her, the back of her,
yeah,
and just holding her in. So he's like this.
He's got her on the neck.
Claws
around the neck.
And he's going...
He's got her in a full Nelson.
Yeah.
And the alien's like, he's target.
Yeah.
Don't have to work hard for this one. I'll just come claw straight in. Mouth,
like, fully fucking penetrates her about 8 times.
Mouth in a mouth, mouth in a mouth,
yeah.
mouth in a mouth.
Mouth from a mouth in a mouth.
Mouth from a mouth in a mouth.
Yeah.
Jonesy then realises, once we're down to one crew member, I can't let them all go because I'm never going to get a treat again.
Yeah, never going to get fed. I'm going to be stuck on this ship with no food.
In its last heroic act, as it realises it's done wrong, probably, its telekinesis finally kicks in, and it redirects the acid from
so when the thruster goes off,
yeah,
and all the acid that should be getting blown into the engine, he just lets it all waterfall down into space.
Yeah.
Interesting as well, though, that it's kind of poetic in a way, but the final shot of the film is Ripley in another sleeping pod, really close up. No Jonesy. He's been fucking left out again, hasn't he? She's gone all that way and all that effort to try and find him, to get him on the ship, And then when she goes to sleep, she don't even bother with him. Between Alien 1 and Aliens, she's been floating in space for nearly 60 years.
That cat's dead.
If that cat shows up in Aliens, it proves the point.
Well,
it's a wrong one.
Even if it was being fed, it wouldn't last
live
60 years.
It wouldn't last 60 years. God knows how long he's already. How old is he already?
So we're saying she goes back twice, I think, for the cat.
At least once, yeah.
She goes back to pick up the cat for some reason. I don't know why she's so that bothered about it. To then leave it outside of her sleep pod with no food and no water because Parker and Lambert haven't managed to get any of the life. They look like they go for supplies, don't they?
Yeah.
They haven't managed to bring any back.
That's right.
Because they've both been murdered by Jonesy and the alien.
Jonesy and the alien.
Jonesy, wait, could Jonesy be responsible at that point, or is Jonesy already in a cat house, a cat cage?
No, I think he's still on the loose.
And so
this is hid behind a chair or something, and he jumps out.
So this cat is just going to be left in that space pod, and when Ripley finally wakes up, would it be a skeleton at that point? Is there enough bacteria in space to break its body down? We could probably do with a biologist on for that. So when she wakes up after 56, 57, 58 years...
Yeah, something like that.
She goes, oh, dead cat. Because for her, it's
and she
instantaneous.
cries. She goes, oh, Jonesy. Fucking feed the cat.
She wakes up, she goes, fucking alien. And then she goes, oh no, that was alright.
She goes, fuck me, it stinks in here. Fucking stinks in here. Fucking dead Jonesy next to her pod.
She goes, fuck me, it stinks in here. She looks down at herself, realises that she's soiled herself in her sleep.
Nearly 60 years worth of filth in that pod.
Even if you've only eaten, I don't know, a breadstick or something, what happens to that in 60 years of cryo sleep?
The thing is, if you're in cryo sleep, would you still pass stool? Would you pass a stool? Would you still urinate?
Well, you're not taking any of it in. So
but it's still in there. There's obviously a delay from eating something to when it's digested. So if you're in cryo sleep or whatever it's called, maybe 2 or 3 days after you've been put to sleep, everyone should probably simultaneously shit themselves.
Yeah, if you put in an induced coma, you would still urinate and defecate.
Do you?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. Do you?
This is a really biology heavy episode, and we haven't got the biologist on hand.
We could give her a ring. Hello, biologist.
Hello.
We have a question for you.
Alright.
If you're in an induced coma, do you still defecate and urinate?
Yeah, they'll just give you a bag, won't they?
I don't know. We're asking you.
Like a carrier bag.
Like a Heron bag.
They'll give you a Heron bag, John.
That answers it. Thanks, biologist.
Cheerio.
Cheerio now.
You need a heron bag, John. What does that imply?
Give you a Heron bag, John. The biologist has confirmed that Ripley, or indeed any of the crew, would have shit themselves.
So my assumption then is that prior to going into an organised cryo sleep, you would have to purge yourself.
Yeah.
Much like before you go into surgery.
And maybe that's what they did with Jonesy, but they just forgot that he wasn't going to cryosleep. We're all starving ourselves for 3 days before cryosleep. You're doing the same, Jonesy, but shit, we forgot to put you in a bed.
Your little cat bed, your little cryo bed.
You've got a little cryo cat bed.
Oh, the irony. She forgets to do it again. Alien's gone. She's all good. She's forgotten to purge, so she does wake up.
She wakes up fully in her own...
Yeah, just covered in her own mess.
Covered in it as well.
She's wearing white underpants as well.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Hell.
That'd be a state. She goes, fuck
Christ,
it. She goes, she wakes up, she goes, Christ, what a mess. The pod opens and
it stinks.
It's fucking rancid. She's like, fucking, and she goes, that can't all be my shit.
Then she sees dead Jonesy. Poor bastard.
Obviously,
he's almost the hero and the villain of the film.
How is he the hero?
I just think he's acted in a very, do you know what? I'm going to do what I think's right kind of way. And get them all killed. I'm a big believer in animal, welfare.
Yeah.
So, if someone kept me for months in an unknown location and didn't feed me, I would class that as probably kidnap. I'd be fucking trying to kill my way out.
Are we saying that the alien itself is an allegory for animal cruelty?
I think so, yeah.
It's effectively like leaving a cat or a dog in a hot car, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Can't pop a window.
This cat maybe could have done because it has got telekinesis.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do it in space, would you?
Cat up a window in space, mate.
That's it. That's what I mean. So we don't know how hot it was on the Nostromo.
So
Imagine how hot it was after she shit herself. Oh, God, it'll stink. Fuck.
So she wakes up.
Oh,
She goes, oh no.
left the radiator on, didn't I?
Forgot to purge. Fuck me. Oh Jesus. She's pressing the button to try and open the lid as fast as she can to fucking hell. Fuck it.
Forcing it.
Come on.
Forcing it up.
Tapping the button. Come on. She opens it, she bursts out, she goes, and she goes, fucking hell, who died in here? She looks across, dead Jonesy.
Dead Jonesy. She's thrown up on dead Jonesy. There's an heron bag there that she should have thrown up into. Jonesy's brought her a heron bag to throw up into, knowing that she's shit herself. Did her the courtesy. She hadn't even fucking picked it up. She just threw up all over him.
Door opens in.
Wayland comes in.
Door opens, Wayland walks in. He goes, fuck me. Oh!
Fucking hell.
Who's down in here? And she goes, Dirt.
Cat died.
She goes, I don't think I'm very well with it.
No, don't come in close. Don't come in closer. Look away. Don't come in closer. Jesus Christ, it's a mess.
Can't see the cat anymore because the floor's just covered in sick.
Seeping.
She's going, I wish I'd had that chili con carne.
As I was watching the Nostromo blow up, she's took it into a chili con carne.
Full chili con carne on a slow
Fresh chilies all sprinkled on the Poor Jones is still sat there fucking starving, watching her.
An hour and 45
He's thinking,
minutes.
you'll regret that in a couple of years when you wake up.
There's an hour and 45 minutes of deleted footage where Ellen is preparing and then eating a chili con carne.
And there's just, behind her, there's just like, the face hugger just wandering past. You see the alien actually getting bigger and bigger behind her. She's there that long preparing it. She's watching it slow cook. And the alien's just getting bigger over time behind it. If you do like a little time lapse, you'll just see it wandering around, getting bigger, chatting with Jonesy. They're both trying to find a bit of food. Honestly, she's there. She's got all the fresh stuff.
She's humming to herself as she's cooking.
Yeah.
And then she just sits and absolutely devours that. She thinks, and
she devours a full pot.
She eats a full pot of chili con carne. She's going, I love chili, 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 chili. Don't forget to purge. And then she does forget to purge.
She forgets to purge. She shits herself.
Chili con carne, the residue.
57 years later, it's...
Well, that pod is sealed, medically sealed.
Yeah.
So that pod is airtight.
Yeah.
That stool that she's passed only a day after she's devoured that pot of chili
She
con
hadn't put her
carne.
bag on.
She didn't
put her
plug her bag in. She didn't purge. She definitely didn't purge.
She's gone all kind of fucking rogue, hasn't she?
Oh, you would, wouldn't you, after you've had an alien?
Under duress, it's easy to appreciate why you forget to purge.
She's stress eating, and we all do it.
Yeah.
She's stress eating. She's gone straight to her comfort food, which is a big old pot of chili.
Fresh.
Fresh chilies, somehow.
Where she got the fresh chilies from? Did she fucking make... They ain't gonna have fresh meat in space. What if she hit the captain?
Is he in the pod?
No, none of them are. She's the last one standing. What if she's been eating the crew? She's got a long journey home, Jonesy. She's made a slow cooker full of,
human
mince.
Humans.
Man mince. Oh.
Jonesy's going, I can't wait to have some of that man mince.
He's rubbing his little paws together.
Jonesy's thinking, we're going to share this. This is going to be great. He's watching her. He's going, don't put too much chili in.
And if you look behind, again, there's Jonesy and the Xenomorph both sat at the table with cutlery in their hands. He just wants a bit of food as well, doesn't he? The Xenomorph. Jonesy's got a little napkin stuffed in his collar.
She sits and devours a lot. Jonesy goes, fuck that.
And he nudges the Xenomorph, doesn't he? He goes, go fucking hide.
And then it just grows real big.
Yeah, he goes, stress grows. Fucking hungry. Go fucking hide in the shuttle. I'll lure her in. End of the film.
Wow, that was hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
We had telepathic cats, not really telepathic cats.
Man mince.
The biologist made an appearance.
Yeah. Heron bags that you shit in heron bags.
Apparently so, that's what they do when you're
In space.
comas and in space. Didn't know they had a heron in space, did you?
No, they stocked up on Earth before they went, probably.
Do you think when we start to spread out as an intergalactic species that the heron will crop up on other
I
planets?
certainly hope so. I'd like to be the face of heron one day.
Welcome to Heron Mars.
Yeah.
At Heron Uranus, we've got man meat that'll get stuck here in Uranus.
Slow cooked man meat.
Okay, that one got out of hand quick, I would suggest. Struggled to keep up with all that. Let's do the 30-second summary.
Jonesy the cat.
He didn't get put in a sleep pod.
Hadn't had enough food or water.
He capitalises on the alien's appearance.
Befriends it.
Helps it kill the crew.
Realises his mistake and saves Ripley.
He uses his telekinesis, finally, to stop the blood from corroding the engines.
Ripley devours a man-mince chili con carne.
Jonesy dies anyway.
Ripley shits herself.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Good summary, that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we've both got it.
Not sure that one is as accurate as some of our other work.
No, but you have to roof with a smooth, don't you?
How else do you explain that cat, though?
That's it. There's no other way unless it's a robot or something, which is far too far-fetched for my liking. If you've got any better ideas, then feel free to drop us a message on our Instagram account, our Instagram page. It's the Film Thingy Podcast.
_film_thingy_podcast, right?
But we want to know what you've got to say. And if you've got a film that you want us to review, drop us a message.
And I think I'd like to see photos of your homemade chili.
Made of man mince.
Yeah. If you make a really good chili and you want to send us in a sample.
Alright, so yeah, send us your chili. We want chili. Put it in waterproof bags if you may. Just for longevity.
Yeah, not man mince.
Not man mince. Well, we wouldn't, would we know? I'm not going to ask every single person that sends me a bag of mince if it's man mince or not. The default is that it's not. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Film Thingy Podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure, hasn't it?
It has. Try not to shit yourselves.
And we'll see you next time for another episode of the Film Thingy
Podcast.